Okay, good evening everyone. Okay, my name is Jit. Okay, before we start, have a quick check. How many of you have seen the Kangen demo before? Heard about it. How many years ago or recently? 5 years ago. Okay. Okay, so today we are going to show you what I have seen 13 years ago that got me very excited about this product. And this is the topic that we are talking about. Change your water, change your life. Not only changing our life physically, but it also helped me to change my life financially. So today, the first part, we talk about the two main products by EmGuarde. One is Kangen machine, Kangen water. The other one is EmGuarde. Okay. Okay, and after that, we talk about the business compensation plan that come with this product. If you choose to, you can join us as our business partner to market this product. Okay, if not, can be happy end user for this product if you choose to. Okay. So this is a slogan of the company, change your water, change your life. And look at these people, after changing their water, did it change their life? Whether it's an acne issue, psoriasis issue, or even the gangrene issue. Help me to switch off the light, please. Thank you, the front part. So, look at her face. Pretty bad, right? The acne issue. So she used the acidic water on her face, strong acidic water from the Kangen machine, and then she drink Kangen water. See what happens 3 months later. And this lady, psoriasis was pretty bad. Look at her arm, look at her collarbone, and what happened after that. And this is my friend, and she asked me, Jit, how can your water help me? She has this soft tissue swelling on her wrist. I said, I don't know. You drink the water and see. So, and I asked her, remember to take photo of it every day when you start to drink this water. So she started taking on the October the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. She was amazed by the result. I was pretty shocked also. I said, how come this water can help? Then I realized that all of us have something in common. Do you know what is that? 75% water. So when you are able to change the water in your body to Kangen water, something will happen. Okay? So that was me. Any difference? Okay? So I started drinking this water in 2012, May the 7th. Today is what? May the 21st. So 13 years of drinking this water. So what happened before this? How it all started was in 2010. Look at my face like that. Pretty plump, right? And every time after my meal, my face starts to turn pale and I tend to fall asleep easily. My mom noticed something and she asked me to go for a blood test. I didn't want to go because to me, that time, I was at 38 years old. I think I'm still young and healthy. So that drags on for one more year until June 2011. I finally agreed to go just to prove to my mom that I'm young and healthy. So next time, don't ask me to go for a blood test. Okay. However, the blood test report showed that I have high cholesterol, high triglyceride, and diabetes. So that really shocked me because I'm somebody who loves to eat lots of nice food and they're not healthy. Okay. And the doctor asked me, Jit, do you want to take medication or do you want to change your diet, change your lifestyle? I said, Dr. Wong, do you mean I can do so? He said, why not? Go and do it. But 1 year later, if you come back, your blood test result is still not ideal. I'm going to put you on medication. So I'm somebody who don't like to take medication. Okay, so what I do is I try to change my diet, I change my lifestyle. Diet, in terms of diet, I don't take processed food, I don't take sugar drinks since I have diabetes, right? And then in terms of lifestyle, I went for swimming. That's why suddenly I become so tan. So every week, 4 to 6 times of swimming and every time is 30 laps. So that goes on for 11 months until the last month, I go for another blood test. My friend invited to see a presentation on water. So that time, just like many of us, we think water is just water. We use it for drinking, showering, and cleaning, right? So we never thought water can do amazing job that you're going to see later. Initially, I rejected him. I said, Robin, no, I don't need. I think it's okay. My mom also want to buy me a e-spring filter, water filter. He said, no, 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 this water is different. Come and take a look. Because after I drink this water for 3 days, my IBS is gone. You know what is IBS? Irritable bowel syndrome. So after his every meal, within half an hour, he need to go for toilet. But after drinking this water for 3 days, his 10 over years of IBS is, that issue didn't come back and bug him anymore. He said, now I can even drink milk without rushing to toilet. So that got me quite curious about what water is that. He said, Queen Elizabeth drink, President Obama also drink, that time the president in US. He said, this water can drink, I think. So I came for the demo and I saw what was presented. That really amazed me. And I brought 2 tubs of Kangen water back home to try. Okay, after trying for 1 week, I decided to invest in this Kangen machine. That time, they only have this 7 plates model ST501. And I couldn't afford one-time payment for this machine. That time, not only physically I'm not healthy, financially I also not healthy. And I split into 20 months of installment. I brought this machine home. And I started trying the water. 3 weeks later, I went back for a blood test. Most of the reading came back to normal, except for high cholesterol. So I don't know whether it's due to my change of diet or change of water. So the following year, I slowly drink this water. I tend to cheat a bit. I swim lesser, that's why I'm less tan. Okay, I add back a bit of sugar to my teh C kosong. Okay, I just want to try the water. And the first two months of trying the water, I also share water with my friend. I asked them, hey, drink and let me know, how do you feel? Yeah, because that time, you can't find much info about Kangen water online in 2012. Today, if you go and search online, you see it's alkaline water, alkaline water. Okay? Actually, this water has more than alkalinity. Later, I'm going to show you. So, in 2 months' time, one by one, after trying the water, they tell me that, Jit, I want to buy the machine for myself, for my home use. So, that time, when I bought this machine, they told me about this. Jit, once you bought this Kangen machine, we are going to give you the lifetime global distributor rights. And that time, I don't really think about it. But when I start to have people buying the machine from me, the company pays me commission. And in 2 months' time, my investment in this ST501 was recouped, meaning that this machine is free already, right? So that is the business part. Later we come to that. But back to the product part. The following year, I went back to do a blood test in June. All the reading came back to normal. So that gave me a lot of confidence. I started sharing water with people. So I started drinking this water at 40 years old, 41, 42, 43. You can count. So this year, in less than 2 months' time, I'm turning 53. So this water has something amazing. It's called antioxidants. We all know that we cannot reverse aging, right? But do you want to slow down aging? What if you can slow down aging for yourself, your parents at home? And when we are able to slow down aging, slow down the degeneration of the cells of your organs, do you think how many of you would agree that health is wealth, right? Especially in Singapore, we can't afford to fall sick. The moment we fall sick, we're going to pay a lot to the doctors. They say, how much you're going to pay? Who can bargain with doctors? None of us, right? Okay, so that was my personal experience about the water. And another part is look at the eczema on my leg was pretty bad. That has been bugging me for 10 over years. Every time when it's itchy, I got to scratch until it bleeds. Okay, and sometimes I got to use a hair dryer to blow that infected part to stop the itch. Then one day, my mom passed me a bottle of cream. She said, go and try it. This one very effective one from Malaysia General Hospital. Okay, guess what? I tried 2 times, completely gone like this. Then when I started drinking Kangen water, it resurfaced at the same area. So that really shocked me. I said, how come still on the left leg and then not on my right leg? Then I attended the presentation on Kangen water by the nutritionist. They said, this water will resurface your past issue at the same spot and repair it. That's why this one resurfaced on the left leg and not on my right leg. So what I did was I used a strong acidic from the machine to stop the itch. You all know that eczema means dry skin, right? To solve the dry skin issue, I use a beauty water to moisturize it. And I drink Kangen water to detox internally. 5.5 months later, it didn't come back and bug me anymore until today. So this is not a medical claim, it's my experience about the water sharing with you. Okay? So the company has only one factory in the world. It is based in Osaka, Japan. So all the Kangen machine in the world were manufactured here and then they supplied to the world. So in 2017, we visited this factory and witnessed the whole manufacturing process, including the heart of all this water ionizer is a medical grade titanium coated with platinum. So it's not just that titanium, but it's of medical grade. There's only one place that we couldn't enter, is stated here, medical device manufacturer. So they keep telling me that, hey, this is like a medical device standard in terms of the design, in terms of the sales and management. So this Kangen machine received 3 SAW certificates. One of them is the ISO 13485 for medical use. Another one is the WQA Gold Seal. And one more is the 6,500 doctors all endorse it as the best of the best because it can help to prevent adult disease. So it took EmGuarde 5 years to get it endorsed. And if one doctor say it doesn't help to prevent adult disease, it won't get endorsed. So these are the world-renowned doctors, not normal doctors. They use Kangen water on their patients and see miraculous results. So they start to write books about Kangen water. Ask yourself, since when you see doctor writing books about water? So don't have, right? So this is the only water that I saw in these 13 years. They only write about, Kangen water is only one water that doctor writes about it. And this Dr. Hiromi Shinya, heard of him, his name? Endoscope for colonoscopy, he's one of the person, okay, the founder to develop this. And this video shows the before and after drinking Kangen water, the colon condition of his cancer patients. So I used to be very skeptical also 13 years ago. When they tell me that this is a medical device, I keep searching online, I couldn't find much info. Okay, then until I saw this video, I was convinced. I decided to buy this Kangen machine. That's why it took me 1 week to decide. So if you want to find out more about this, talk to your inviter, they can send you this video. And this Dr. Horst, he used Kangen water and test on human tissue cells. So next time you have a doctor asking you about Kangen water, would you agree that it's easier for you to let doctor talk to doctor rather than me talk to doctor, right? Just pass him this book. And American Anti-Cancer Institute, Bob Wright, in chapter 6 of this book, he asked the member of his association who have cancer to drink ionized water and specifically drink Kangen water from EmGuarde machine. He said only EmGuarde fits the bill after doing the research for 4 months. So these are the list of Japan hospital using this water on their patients. Look at this gentleman here. His leg is ready for amputation. Okay, and they use a strong acidic water to clean his leg. Okay, managed to save his leg from amputation and let him drink the so-called alkaline water that time and he recover. And these are the people who have skin issues. They use a strong acidic water plus beauty water to help them in the recovery. So this video was pretty old in 1992. This company has a long history. Okay, this year 51 years old. So essentially how this machine works is usually it's hooked up to your tap. Your tap water goes into this one filter to remove the chlorine and contaminants. Later, there will split, that goes through these 8 pieces of electrodes to split the water into the top and bottom holes. So you see water coming out from the top and bottom. But what are these water? Okay, before that, let's show you, this is the ionization process. You see the negative charge here, positive charge here, alkaline water here, acidic water here. So there are many types of alkaline water in the market. Do you know that your tap water is also alkaline water? Never thought of it, right? Okay, so the alkaline water, most of them are positively charged, means oxidized water. This one is so special, is negatively charged. Later, I'm going to show you more. So when you press on the 9.5 on this button, which is the Kangen water, bottom will be 4.5. There's no 4.5 here. So what you do is you use 14.0 minus 9.5, you get 4.5. Similarly, 9.0, bottom host will be 5.0, right? 8.5, bottom host will be 5.5. So what are these water? These three water is called Kangen water, 8.5 to 9.5. Here, 4.5 to 5.5 is beauty water for your skin. And they have the 7.0 for clean water when you're taking medication or making baby milk for them. Another beauty water in this machine, this is like SK2. I think ladies love it. Okay, later, at the end of this presentation, if you want to try what is beauty water, what you can do, you turn on the beauty water, you fill your arm, let the beauty water run across your arm for half a minute. Later, you let it dry for half a minute, dry naturally. Later, you go and touch it and feel the difference. That is the power of beauty water. You don't use your SK2 and rinse like that one, right? Yeah, so this one is different. And what makes this machine really different from the rest of the water system in the market is this 2.5 pH, it kills germs within 30 seconds, okay? And 11.5, we use it to remove pesticides. So ask yourself, since when you see a water system that has so many types of water? Usually it's just like filter water, right? Now I'm going to show you more. Okay, 1 minute video of this machine, that is what it can do. These are the active hydrogen in the water, antioxidized. Okay, later I'm going to show you more in detail. Alkalization, alkalinity to reduce the acidity in your body. Microcluster, this water is very small, helps in cell hydration. And we use the 11.5 to remove the pesticides within minutes. Later you're going to see it live. And 2.5, they said it can kill the germs in 30 seconds, right? In this lab test, the germ is killed within 10 seconds. And there's also the beauty water in the machine. There are 4 types, 4.5, 5.0, 5.5, 6.0. Whether you have dry skin, you have oily skin, all these different pH, you can use it. So how to use it? Later I'm going to show you. So look at this machine with so many usages. It's built to last 15 to 20 years. I've been using this for 13 years. Okay, it's not buy and throw away water system. Okay, human body is 60%, 75% water. So imagine if your body weight is 60 kg, about 45 kg is water. And how important is the water in your body? Blood, 83% water. When we don't drink enough water, what happens to the blood? Thickens, right? It's very hard for your heart to pump the blood to different parts of your body. Brain, 74.5% water. So when you don't drink enough water, your brain will contract a bit and press things on your nerve. Then you will have headaches. So when you have headaches, most of the time, what do? Take Panadol, right? So after taking Panadol, no more pain. Few hours later, the pain comes back because Panadol numbs the nerve. When the medication is gone, the root cause is still dehydration. You need to drink more water. As we age, is it normal that we become weaker and easily fall sick? Or is there any relationship to the percentage of water in our body versus our age? So, fetus 100%, baby above 80%, adult 70%. How come elderly is 50%? The older we get, lesser water in our body. Why is it so? One of the reasons is who drinks coffee? Who drinks tea? I drink both. So both of my hands are raised. Do you know that when you drink a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, later when you go toilet, you pass out 20% of urine. So the additional 20% come up from your body. So not that you cannot drink coffee and tea, after drinking, drink more water. You know, my friend has a kidney issue, uh, on kidney dialysis. So the doctor asked her to drink 500 ml of water every day, including coffee and tea, so that it can help him to purge out the excess water in the body. So coffee and tea is help you to push out water from your body. Okay? So what happens when we are dehydrated? These degenerative diseases will start to come and look for us. This you can easily find dehydration symptoms by Googling. Nowadays we use ChatGPT already, right? Just Google or just use ChatGPT. What are the symptoms of dehydrations? You can easily find all of these. How it all began? In 1950s, research was conducted in unique locations around the world. So for thousands of years, these places have maintained the legendary status as a natural source for miracle and wonder water. These people, they come here and collect water. After drinking water, the water here, their illnesses and pain are a lot lesser. They couldn't explain why. They said this is miracle water. But the Russian and Japanese scientists have found that all this water have one thing in common. It's called active hydrogen. You heard of hydrogen water, right? So active hydrogen can repair cells. In this Kangen machine, right, there's also hydrogen also. So how do you test, right? Later, you go out if you like, okay? This is the Kangen machine outside, KAR. There's a top hose. There's a bottom hose, right? So the water coming out from here, you use a lighter with a nickel flame. The water passes through, you will hear the pop, pop, pop sound. That's the active hydrogen in Kangen water. The hidden gem in this water, okay? Usually when we do demo, we don't show active hydrogen. But this is how you can test the hydrogen gas in Kangen water, okay? So those hydrogen water you see in the market doesn't have other properties like high antioxidant. They're just hydrogen water, okay? So this is the EmGuarde office in New York. These people, they come here and collect water also. Building their house got no water. Why do they come here and collect water? Because after drinking, they feel something different in their body. Okay, that's why they come back again and again, just like those people here, right? So this so-called miracle water has three properties. One is high antioxidation, second is alkalizing, third is microclustering. We heard of alkaline food, alkaline water. What is antioxidation? What is microclustering? So Kangen is a Japanese term meaning return to origin. Last time, our ancestors drink from such natural spring water, right? So today, if you happen to see natural spring water in Singapore, would you dare to drink? Think again first, right? In Malaysia, maybe in the jungle, would you dare to drink? You don't know whether the upstream got the monkey droppings, right? Or whether got pesticides from the soil going into the river, right? So you don't dare to drink because now we see water pollution everywhere. So the company wants to return our water back to origin. First thing, they put in the filter to remove the chlorine and contaminants. After that, they give back the three properties of natural spring water that has the healing properties into Kangen water. High antioxidants, alkalinity, and microcluster. So the first properties of Kangen water is antioxidation, it stops rusting. Second, very alkalizing, it changes from acidic to alkaline state. Third one is microclustering, it enables intracellular hydration. Do you all know that our cell has water outside and inside? If this is your cell, outside is called extracellular. Heard of it? Okay, cellular. Okay. Inside is called intracellular. How many of you don't like to drink water? You never like. So today you are here to look at, do you have a, she got no Kangen machine? You, yes or no? You have one, but you don't like to drink. Then why do you buy for? Oh, okay. Okay. A little bit of knowledge of what I know. Okay. Most of us don't like to drink water because after drinking you feel bloated, right? You walk faster, you hear the bloop, bloop, bloop inside, right? So when you drink water, Such water is called oxidized water. 99% of them stay outside your cells. Okay? That's why you feel bloated easily. Never thought of that, right? And how many trillion cells we have? And none of them can enter your cells. None of them can enter your cells. So when you drink antioxidized water, about 66% of them goes into your cell and 33% stay outside. Would you feel as bloated? Or not that this water won't make you feel bloated, but it will make you feel as bloated. The important thing is when this water enter your cells, it will start to do detox. Later I'm going to show you. So this water can help intracellular hydration. Okay? Something different from what you know about water, right? Okay, so first thing we are going to take a look at Kangen water that has the amazing power. Okay? So we know oxidation, apple turns brown is due to oxidation, metal turns rusty is due to oxidation, aging is also an effect, a result of oxidation, right? So in 2014, this is one of the distributor, she did a test by putting the screws into different types of water contained inside for 1 year. 1 year later, those screws inside this bottle of Kangen water, the screw doesn't turn rusty. In tap water, you see the water, you can see it's a bit milky already, right? Start to turn rusty. In RO water, it's worse. You all know what is RO water? Reverse osmosis water. Heard of new water? New water, heard? Okay. So, reverse osmosis water, they remove all the minerals in the water, and then this water has no minerals. So, if you use a metal container to store this RO water, the metal container will turn rusty eventually. So, if you imagine this is the water we are drinking every day, and these are our organs and cells. What will happen 1 year later? Right? So, this one, the longer you drink, your cell stays healthier for longer time. See the difference? People think that tap water can drink. Of course can drink, but what result do you want to get? First thing, you don't like, you feel bloated. Second thing, you are drinking oxidized water. So this is a boss of EmGuarde. In 2007, 66 years old, he has been drinking Kangen water for decades. This gentleman here, also 66 years old. Don't know what he drinks. Would you agree sometimes of the people of the same age, they just look different biologically? Okay? So 10 years later, I saw him in Okinawa, 2017. He looks almost the same, 76 years old. And then 6 years later, 2 years ago, I saw him in Las Vegas. How many years? 17 years later. Of course he aged, right? But does he slow down his aging process? He's 80 over years old this year. 83 or 84, right? Yeah. So this can happen to us, can happen to our parents. The moment I saw this photo in 2012, I bought a Kangen machine for my mom. I want her to stay healthy. So she has been drinking this water for 13 years also. Okay, so how many of you have been to waterfall before? Forest? You feel good, right? Marichi Reservoir, after rain, even better, because there's negative ions in the environment. For forest is about, mountains is about 50,000 to 100,000. Air conditioned room, 0 to 20. So here, aircon is for thermal comfort. You won't feel as good as when you're at the forest area in the waterfall, because shortage of the negative ions. So when there's short of negative ions, you won't feel so good. That's why in water, there's also negative ions, and we call it oxidation reduction potential. This is how we test it. In short, it's called ORP. We use the millivolts to measure. On the right side is oxidizing, is inflammatory, is aging. On the left side, the other side, is the negative ions, okay? Anti-oxidizing, anti-inflammatory, and anti-aging. So look at the water, the bottled water about 200 positive millivolts. Tap water about 300. Soda drink about 400 and above. The higher it is, the more oxidizing it is. On the other side, vitamin C about negative 50, green tea about negative 100, and then cod liver oil about negative 200, Kangen water, if your water source is good, will be higher. So generally it's about negative 500. And there's lifespan for this water. Let's say if you dispense now, it's about negative 500. Tomorrow, maybe around this range. Second day, third day, fourth day, it will oxidize. So you need to drink it fresh to get the maximum amount of antioxidants, right? Okay, so right now, we are going to show your, let me switch the screen to, can you help me to turn on the light? Thanks, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so right now we have different types of water here, and we are going to test the antioxidants. And let me pour out some of the tap water here for the cleaning of my ORP meter. This is the tap water from EmGuarde office, and this is the Evian water, the more expensive water, right? You all know this one is not cheap. And this is the cheaper water, it's distilled water. Do they all look the same? Clear one, right? Yeah, this one I bought from NTUC just now. Fresh. Who loves this? It used to be my favorite drink. Do you know what's my what do I do before Kangen? Guess. I am an artist. I draw faces, caricature. You know Clarke Quay? That's where I started. Last time you heard of caricaturists at Clarke Quay, right? So that's where I started. I draw faces. Okay, later I tell you more. Okay, this is Kangen water. Okay, never mind. So this is an ORP meter. We use to measure whether the water here are oxidized or anti-oxidized. Without this, I also cannot tell. Okay, so let's use the tap water I poured out just now to clean the probe and test the tap water here. What's the reading here? 165. 165. No negative means positive, huh? Keep going. Keep going out, right? Okay, I stir to see the result faster. Tap water, okay. Now the Evian water, what's the reading here? 200. You pay more for oxidation. Okay. This distilled water, what's the reading here? 180. Okay, around 180 to 200, right? This soda drink, what's the reading? Okay, nearly 300. Fresh. That's why less oxidized. Okay, now this is Kangen water. What's the reading? Negative 497, nearly 500. So this is the only anti-oxidized water in this row, right? So let me ask you a question. If I have an apple, slice into pieces, throw into all these different cups in different type of water, in which cup the apple will turn brown fastest? Sprite, right? So in which cup the apple won't turn brown so fast? This one, right? So imagine this is our body. Whether you drink enough water, 75% water or 50% water, yeah, this is the water you drink every day. The apples are your cells and organs. Which one will make you healthier? You can tell straight away, right? Okay, so let me switch the screen over. So the amount of antioxidants that you maintain in your body is directly proportional to how long and healthy you will live. Meaning that if we want to live longer and healthier, what do we need? Antioxidants, right? So the day when we say bye-bye to the world, our body has no more antioxidant, you start to oxidize and rot, decompose, right? In order to stay longer, we need to have antioxidants. And where do we get antioxidants from? 1 glass of Kangen water, the amount of antioxidants is equivalent to 30 glasses of green tea, or 1 kilogram of blueberries, or 5 kilogram of broccoli. Can you take 5 kilogram of broccoli every day? Not easy, right? Even if you force yourself to eat today, from breakfast until dinner, do you want to eat tomorrow? Next week? Maybe not, right? But can you drink 1 glass of water? Not asking you to take this and don't have to take all this. The nutrients found here are not found in Kangen water. We're just talking about antioxidants.
Many processes within our bodies produce free radicals. Free radicals are entities that have lost an electron. They are positively charged. They come from the breakdown of foods, from the breakdown of toxins, and they enter our bloodstream. These free radicals are potentially harmful to cells. They will attach themselves, for example, to the lining cell of an artery. And when they do, they will produce an injury. That injury will create a response in the body trying to heal it. Platelets will come from the blood and try to plug that injury. And in the process of making a clot, in the process of then bringing in scavenger cells to repair the damage, the blood vessel is damaged. That's one of the theories of atherogenesis.
When we treat chronic disease with medication and we don't really attack the root cause, which is oxidative stress, free radical damage, we're not really treating or curing the disease, we're managing the disease.
Antioxidants have become very, very popular because they are electron donors. And when they meet a free radical, that free radical gets what it wants. It gets its electron and it's neutralized. Now, the oxidation reduction potential of Kangen water is gigantic. It's about 30 times greater than the famous green tea. Everyone knows about green tea being a profoundly good antioxidant. Fruits, vegetables are considered antioxidants. Kangen water at a pH of 9.5 can have a negative, which is an electron donating reduction potential of up to 600 millivolts. It's measured in millivolts. You couldn't eat enough fruits and vegetables to get anywhere near that amount into your system. So it's a very, very beneficial thing to our health.
We rely on oxidative stress to kill bacteria and viruses and fungi. But oxidative stress in excess, when we don't have the proper balance, when we have too much oxidation and not enough of its counterpart, which is reduction, then we get into this situation where we start to see degeneration occur in cells, in the tissues, and ultimately in the body. We get degeneration of the body, we get aging, and we get chronic disease. Oxidative stress is the mechanism by which all this happens.
Now you know you need to have more antioxidants in your body, right? To charge up your cells. Okay, so this is 10 minutes after you wake up. If you don't drink any water before you sleep, or in the middle of the night you don't drink any water, this is what your blood situation looks like. So how many of you have such experience that no matter how long you sleep, when you wake up, sometimes you just feel so tired? Do you realize? So these are the common reason that when they wake up, they still feel tired. Later, I'm going to show you another reason why you still feel tired after you wake up, despite if you drink water. Okay? 10 minutes after drinking coffee, this is how your cell looks like. 10 minutes after drinking the sunny water, 10 minutes after drinking Kangen water. The negative charge in the water helps to space out the cells, improve blood circulation and oxygen flow. That's why people who drink Kangen water generally are more energetic than those people who don't drink because of this. So second properties of Kangen water, alkalization. This book says all diseases come from the same root cause, too much acidity. You are born alkaline and you die acidic. The starting point of your life towards the end of your life, some of us really go fast towards the end of our life. You're all right. But some of us like can live really long. So after the sharing today, hopefully you have a better idea on how to stay healthier and longer. This Dr. Otto Heinrich Robert discovered the real cause of cancer in 1923 and received Nobel Prize in 1931. He found that cancerous tissues are acidic, healthy tissues are alkaline. So back to your chemistry class, this is a pH chart. 7.0 is neutral, neither acidic or alkaline. Below 7.0 is acidic and is exponentially increasing, right? On the other side, alkalinity also exponentially increasing. On the left side, it spells sickness. It could come from our acidic food, acidic drink, negative emotion, or stress. On the right side, it spells health. It could come from our alkaline food or drink, positive emotion, or healthy activities. So right now, let's do a live test. Okay, so all this water here are clear, except this one, you see some gas inside, right? And we are going to use the pH drop to test whether the water here are acidic or alkaline. Any one of you are colorblind? No? All can see color, huh? Okay, so this one, how acidic it is? From the color here, where is it? I used a digital pH tester to test before, it's pH 3.0. So it's what? 10,000 times more acidic than 7.0, right? Distilled water, same as RO water, acidic about pH 4.5. And this is the Evian water, is alkaline and oxidized. Remember? Oxidized, huh? So this is the tap water. Neutral and oxidized. Do you know that sometimes your tap water can be alkaline, sometimes can be acidic? Do you know why? They add in chlorine to kill the germs and bacteria. They add in lye to make it alkaline. Because leaving your water acidic, your pipe will rust. So they need to protect the pipe. And there are up to 90 chemicals inside tap water. You know my friend's son, who's the one in charge of pouring all these chemicals into our drinking water. So he doesn't drink the tap water. Okay? Now, this is pH 9.5, antioxidized. So it doesn't mean that all alkaline water is antioxidized, right? Now, let's do another test. This is tap water. What happened when I pour in Kangen water? It starts to change, right? How about this one? It starts to change. This one, it changes. Now, this one, it doesn't change. Okay, before we see how acidic this is, let's take a look at the ORP first. Okay, just now all these cups here, the water here are oxidized, positive charge. So right now, what's the reading here? Minus. Minus, right? Okay. Now, how about this? Negative also. Okay. How about this? Negative. Okay. Now, can I share something with you? Okay. So when your phone battery is low, what do you do? Quickly look for charger, right? Whether it's an AC or power bank. So when your body, okay, you know our cells, right? When it's healthy, there's a voltage. It's negative 50 millivolts. Shock? Our cells needs negative charge, not negative emotion. Huh? You know cancer cells, what's the charge? Any idea? Negative 20 millivolts. Drop of negative 30 millivolts, it can become cancerous, right? So sometimes you feel very tired because your cells is losing charges. When you sleep, it repairs itself, it goes up. Now, Kangen water, just now we saw negative 500 millivolts. Is it charging your cells? Now you know sometimes you feel so tired, you drink some Kangen water, it charges up your cell, you'll be more energetic. Right? So, this is the same case. All these are positively charged. When I add in Kangen water, it becomes negatively charged. Okay, now this one. Positive or negative? Make a guess. Negative. Positive, negative. Because I asked you, right? Is it positive or negative? Negative. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it's acidic means positive charge. Fresh lemon is negative charge. Okay, so pH and ORP is two different things. Can? Now, let me show you. This cup, half of it is soda drink, half of it is Kangen water. Shouldn't be so acidic, right? And this cup is almost full to the brim. Let me just pour in a bit. This cup. How about this? I can't pour in much. Magician, ah. You can be magician. You want to pour? It changes. This one also cannot help you. Okay. Sometimes at wedding dinner, corporate dinner and dance, they serve us free flow of this. So this is my drink as an artist in gig. They serve me free flow of this. I never bring my bottled water. Nice, right? Happy, right? Okay. That's how I got my diabetes. Okay. Now, I add in this to show you the color. It doesn't change the acidity of the water. So very little, half of it just soda drink, half of it is Kangen water, right? See how much Kangen water you need to drink to neutralize it. So when people tell you that, hey, alkaline water will dilute your stomach acid, first thing, can you drink so much water or not? You're not done already, right? Okay, super diluted soda drink. Okay, let me get the color and show you. Again, it can change, but you need to drink a lot of it to neutralize it. 1 cup of this, you need 32 cups of this. So if you want to see result on this water fast, try not to touch this type of water unless you want to use it for demo. Like my case, now I don't drink this. I go and buy this for demo only. Okay, you want to get the maximum result, drink it fresh and only drink this. Then you start to see changes. Even if you make coffee or tea, use this water, it tastes nice, better. Okay? Okay. So this is the pH chart also. 7.365 pH is our blood healthy level. Above 7 means alkaline. So our blood is mildly alkaline. At pH 5.8, it shoots cancer cells on. pH 8.8, it shoots cancer cells off. Look at the drinks just now we saw. We didn't see Coke, right? It's 2.5 pH. Soda drink, pH 3.0. Sports drink, isotonic drink, pH 3.6. Even though it's not carbonated, even though it's not sweet, it's still acidic. Distilled and RO water, pH 4.5. Coffee, 5.0. Tea, 5.5. Milk, 6.1. So when you drink coffee or tea with the milk, any alkalinity or not? Nothing, right? So just now, you all had your dinner before you come? Or lunch? Think about the plates of food you have during your lunch or dinner. Are they mainly acidic or alkaline? Rice is acidic, meat is acidic, veggie is alkaline. What else? So most of them are acidic. In fact, I have to admit, acidic food tastes nicer. Okay, but if you're going to keep on taking the acidic food, and with the drink are acidic, are we pushing our body to this pH 5.8? Okay, so Kangen water 8.5 to 9.5. People say this is too alkaline. Do you take cucumber? Do you know what's the pH of cucumber? 10.0. Can take a. But are we 75% water or are we 75% cucumber? Cannot be, right? Okay, so doctor asked us to take more vegetable or more meat? Vegetable. But nowadays, vegetable got pesticides. How? What can we take? Later, we're going to show you. Okay, so what's keeping healthy all about is nutrients going to your body. You choose your food because of nutrients or because of taste? Taste, right? Okay, sometimes we got left and right brain fighting one, nicer or healthier, right? So whatever it is, you need to have nutrients going to your body and toxins must come out. So our body has 4 channels of detoxification. Defecation, you pass motion. Urination, you pass urine. Perspiration, you perspire, and then you breathe, right? So any of these channel block, we have issue. The last one is block, you cannot breathe already. Means, right? So our body can detox, but it cannot detox 100%. Who drink kopi o? Who drink black coffee? You drink, right? So after drinking your black coffee, let's say an hour or so, you go toilet. When you pass out urine, have you ever checked your urine? Is it black color or yellow color? Or clear? Cannot be black, right? Black, you need to call your doctor already, right? So it tells you that even our body can detox, it cannot detox 100%. Something will be stuck inside our body in our cells, right? So when you take alkaline food, there will be alkaline waste. You take acidic food, you'll be acidic waste. And when the moment acidic waste overloaded in our body, you become degenerative diseases. Degenerative diseases doesn't happen overnight. It takes years to build up. So for my case, when I was 38 years old, 39 years old, I already have quite a lot of this here, right? Nowadays, you see even children got diabetes. It's getting younger and younger. So you need to detox. And how Kangen water can help you to detox? You need these 3 properties: antioxidation, alkalization, and microcluster. That brings us to the 3rd properties of Kangen water, microclustering. So how does this microclustering works, right? Your tap water or bottled water is big water. We don't like to drink too much of it because we easily feel bloated. That's why, because it has 15 to 26 molecules per cluster. It's called macrocluster. And when it passes through this machine, first thing, remove the chlorine and contaminants, right? Second thing is shock the water. Water, we know, is H2O. It splits into the H plus and OH minus. H plus is very unstable. It will combine with another H plus, become H2. It's a molecular hydrogen to repair your cells. The other side, you see the OH minus that gives this negative 500 millivolts just now. Antioxidants. Because of the split, the pH goes up. So this machine doesn't add any calcium or magnesium to make the water alkaline and antioxidized. How do you know, right? You remove the filter, put a stopper, it still can produce alkaline and antioxidized water. Those alkaline water machine in the market, you try to remove the filter, they cannot work on. They won't generate the alkalinity, meaning that they add something into their filter to make it alkaline. So there are people who come here and see the demo on Kangen water. Nice, I want to drink. Go out, search online, I saw alkaline water ionizer, I bought. Cheaper, way cheaper, but no result because it's different. The way they make the alkalinity is different. So this one shocked the water, and after shocking the water, it becomes microcluster, smaller water. 4 to 6 molecules per cluster. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you what is microclusters. Okay. How many of you drink green tea? Don't like? Coffee and tea better, right? I also like tea. I also like coffee. But do you know that green tea has lots of antioxidants? 13 years ago, when I drink Kangen water, I also want to make green tea to drink, and double dosage of antioxidants. You know what? I got healing crisis. Too much antioxidants. Okay? So green tea actually is very good for our body. Now, look at this. You want to make green tea, what do you need? Hot water. If your water is not hot, it's very hard for you to make green tea, right? This is usually what we get when we use a room temperature water. Now, this is Kangen water. Do you realize that before I put down my cup, you see the green tea essence being drawn out? So is it, maybe you think that, hey, the tea bag is not wet enough, Ajit. Now let's do with the tap water. Same result. Kangen water. So is it the tea bag or the water? So let's be fair. I'm going to squeeze some into the 5th cups and then divide into 2 cups. Okay? Okay, give it more. Tap water, this is usually what we get. The more we pour, the more diluted it gets, right? So imagine if you have tap water, you boil it, and then you try to make this green tea. Can it achieve this effect? No matter how much I pour, the color is still the same. Cannot be, right? But this Kangen water is able to do so. The longer I put this green tea here, the darker is the color. So imagine you drink this water in your body, the longer it stays, the more things you will pull out from yourself. So what is that? Look at this. Why we need to boil water to make hot tea? When the water is boiling, you see water vapor, right? You have a wind to blow it, it will be blown away because water at the gaseous state is very light, means very small, small enough to go into the tea bag and draw out the green tea essence. Kangen water, even at room temperature, can draw out the green tea essence. Look at this. Your cells has too much acidic waste stored over the years, you'll become unhealthy. So when you drink Kangen water, it will actually go into your cell and draw out the acidic waste. How do you know? After drinking enough Kangen water and enough and long enough, you will notice your stool is exceptionally more smelly than usual. So when you want to hear my experience about this water, the first few days I drink this water, the first night, before I sleep, I drink about this amount of Kangen water. Usually at 12 a.m. I drink, by 1 a.m. I sleep, I need to go toilet. That night, no urine. So I'm curious, the next day, I drink 1.5 bottle of this before I go sleep. Also no urine. So that scares me. I quickly call my friend who introduced the water to me. I said, Robin, funny this water, I drink already, how come no urine one? He said, I don't know You go and listen to the nutritionist talk lah. So I came for the talk, they say, oh, because our cells has dry for many years. Water doesn't go in. The moment you drink water, it gets absorbed. So I drink more and finally I got urine. Okay, 2 to 3 days later, when I drink this water, suddenly I have a strong urge to rush to toilet. Not stomach pain, but I pull out a lot until the toilet bowl no more water. So this water can actually help you to detox. And over these 13 years, on and off, what is 宿便 in English? No. A bit gross. 宿便 is those stool in your colon, stuck to your colon. So when you pass out, right, you stick to your toilet bowl, no matter how you flush, it's still sticky one. Ever have such experience? Toilet bowl. Then you got to splash a lot of times then before you get off one. Very hard to remove one. So this is in Chinese, it's called 宿便. Those are stuck to your colon. And this water actually can help us to remove this from your colon. You know all this stuck in your colon can become colon cancer. You see how amazing it is water. So I have another friend who has quit smoking for 10 over years. When he drink Kangen water, you know what he experienced? He coughed up black phlegm in his lung. 焦油. So this water You don't need to actually go inside your cell and dig out things. It can go in and detox for you. You see the amazing things about this? So this is a true value of this Kangen water. It detoxes at cellular level. The longer you drink, the more toxin comes up from your body. That's why just now you saw all those people who drink water, the Kangen water, after a while you see some changes in them. They become fresher, looks healthier because it detoxes. Okay, simple analogy. See, if this is your fish tank, you got a filter here, you have a fish here, right? When your water gets dirty, what do? You pour away the water, you change the water, you pour in, and then your fish tank, the water is clear. But you didn't clear the filter here. Very fast, your water become milky again, right? So this is just like your cell. You need to clean your cell so that you become healthy. Okay? So this Dr. Peter Agri, he discovered that our cell has this aquaporins. In short, it's a water channel of your cell. Look at this. Your cell cuts into half. This is called sectional view. Okay? And this is the external of your cell, internal of your cell. This is the water channel. Water goes in from here, and you saw it is positively charged. So when you drink oxidized water like this, just now you saw it's positive, right? So positive and positive, it rejects. That's why you feel bloated, because this water stays outside your cells. It can't enter your cells, right? So Kangen water is antioxidized, negative charge. It gets absorbed into the cells. And small enough to go in, hydrate your cells. After that, you draw out the toxin from your cell. That's how it detox. Okay? Now, look at this. My friend has malnutrition. I need to show you from the start. Wait, one more time. Okay, so he has malnutrition. Doctor asked him to take vitamin C. So I asked him, Ju Hong, what do you take with your vitamin C? He said, tap water lor. So I show him, this is the ORP, the oxidation level of his tap water, 332 oxidized. So we add in his vitamin C. It dropped to 180 instantly. So the difference of negative 150 is the antioxidants of his vitamin C, right? I add in another scoop. It doesn't drop to negative. It's only that much. So imagine when this water is oxidized, can it go into your cell? It can't, right? I add in Kangen water, it goes into, it becomes negative, then your cell can absorb it. So do you all take supplements? Is your supplements expensive? So imagine if your supplements is, your cell is not absorbing the nutrients and your supplement become expensive urine only. Is it a waste? Right? Now you see, the water as a deliverer is very important. So when you cook for your kids, your loved ones, your parents, you put in a lot of nutrients, a lot of ingredients, right? Hopefully they benefit from it. But if your water is wrong, do you think it's a waste? Right? So what kind of water? Only negatively charged water can enter the cells. Positively charged water is oxidized or dead water. They can't enter the cells and it causes damage to your cells. So this is an overview. Sometimes we go exercise, we don't have water with us. Sometimes it's too hot. Outside, we didn't bring our water. You start to perspire. Water coming out is more than water going in. You start to get dehydrated. And sometimes busy with work, no time to go toilet. The best is don't drink so much water, right? And then you become fatigued. So next time when you feel fatigued, check how much water have you drink. And if you drink a lot of water, what kind of water? Okay? And then as acidic is overloaded, it becomes degenerative diseases. So when degenerative diseases comes, right, it here and there, you drink to detox. And most water are oxidized water. They can't detox internally. You only feel bloated and you don't like to drink. You don't like to drink, the more you get dehydrated, right? So when you drink water, you need to hydrate your cells internally and then you go through detoxification. So don't be alarmed. When you drink Kangen water, you start to detox. It's showing effect. It's called healing symptoms. And then you become healthier. So imagine 75% of your body is water. Does it make sense to manage the 75% or the remaining 25%? But many of us focus on the nutrients we take and rarely that we focus on the most basic water, right? So the next thing I'm going to show you is the pH 11.5. Look at the farmers. When they spray the pesticide, they're going to put on a mask because it's poisonous. After they spray once and it starts to rain every day, these plants, they don't have to come back again. Do you know why? Because all this pesticide is oil-based, meaning that rainwater cannot wash away these oil-based pesticides. Then why are we washing our rice and fruits and vegetables under the tap? Since our tap water cannot wash off oil. Is it because of just to make it cleaner, or psychologically we just need to clean it? So right now, I'm going to show you this 11.5 test. Okay, so this is a sesame oil. Okay, this is how we clean our rice with tap water, right? So how many of you cook? All don't cook. You cook. Wow. Seldom we see guys cook. So this is how you clean your rice. And cherry tomatoes. Hopefully the longer we soak, the more pesticide comes out, right? This is sesame oil. We know oil floats on water because of lower density. Okay, now I have the strong Kangen pH 11.5 that I collected before the live demo just now. It's not black water, just that you put in opaque water, it lasts longer. And this is how we clean our rice. This is how we clean our cherry tomatoes. Look at this. Have you ever seen water able to emulsify oil? Water, not detergent. Let me stir this a bit. As long as your water cannot emulsify oil, it cannot remove oil-based pesticides. Okay? So, while waiting, let me show you something. A tip. The more expensive your fruits and vegetable is, the more pesticide it has. Same for rice. So this rice is not so expensive. I show you the expensive one. Okay? Now, this is an expensive brand of rice and cherry tomatoes. Because they cannot afford it to rot so fast, they're going to put in more pesticides. Okay? So same thing as what we have tested. This is how we clean our rice. How we clean our cherry tomatoes. Strong Kangen water. Just few dollars more. And they give you a lot more of pesticides. Okay, same thing you see. No other water can do this job. Only strong Kangen pH 11.5. Okay, now look at this. Same thing. Look at the rice. What's this floating on it? Pesticides, herbicides, bleach, and contaminants. So this one, usually few minutes you will see the color. This one, for the experiment, I soaked for 15 minutes. I'm going to show you why. Okay? So now you know different rice, different cherry tomatoes have different amount of pesticides. Okay? This one, a bit only, not a lot, but you can see it's yellowish already, right? Okay, so for barley, lots of pesticides. We think it's good for kidney, right? Chinese, we all say, 对肾脏好. Yeah, would you drink in this? If you don't drink in this, but this is what we are taking. Okay, cherry tomatoes, lots of pesticides. So let me ask you a question. How do you choose your fruits and vegetables when you are at the supermarket or market? No wrinkles, no black dots, right? Okay, I show you. This is the lemon flesh tree plucked from the lemon tree in Perth. My friend, pluck it, cut it, test it, negative 115 means what? Antioxidized, right? So the lemon that we get from NTUC already oxidized positive 489. Oxidized. So if we do nothing, we don't put in fridge, very fast it will rot because of oxidation. So by soaking your fruits and vegetables in pH 11.5, like this case, cherry tomatoes, what will happen? After soaking, no pesticides removed, we test the cherry tomatoes. What is the reading? Positive 190, right? Oxidized. This one, after removing the pesticides, same box of cherry tomatoes, we test it, it is antioxidized. Got difference or not? So let me ask you a question. If you're going to leave these 2 cups of cherry tomatoes left and right on the table for 1 week or 2 weeks, which one will rot first? The left one or the right one? Right one because of oxidation, right? Next question. If this is your cell, every day you drink oxidized water, antioxidized water, this one also your cell, every day you drink oxidized water. Which one will make your cell healthier? Left or right? Now you see the reason, right? Is all water created equal? But because of the machine, same water, after the ionization process, is totally different case, right? So next time, if you want to inject antioxidants in your cherry tomatoes, what do? Soak in 11.5, longer. Okay? So the next question is, what about watermelon? Can I soak? You got to soak a long time, so better don't waste your strong Kangen water. After taking your watermelon, drink fresh Kangen water. Okay? This is experiment for you to see. Okay. Let me switch back. Yes?
11.5 over there, right?
Yeah.
So that means I will get, how to get the 11.5, I'll get the 2.5.
You press the 2.5 button here.
Find out.
You will come up, 2.5 will come from the bottom hose. 11.5 will come from the top hose. So there's no 11.5 here. You use 14.0 minus 2.5, you get 11.5.
Okay.
Okay? This one is just for the layout of alkalinity to acidity.
Alright.
The only water, there's 6 buttons here, right? The only button you press on this panel that's come up from bottom hose is 2.5. The rest of all these buttons come from the top hose. So next, we are going to see the pH 2.5. So pH 2.5 can kill 99.99% of germs, viruses, and bacteria in 30 seconds. When you have open wounds, right? Okay, this is a 2.5 I collected from the machine. Strong acidic water, you will think that it will hurt your eyes. It doesn't hurt. So if you have a cut, you spray. You will stop the bleeding. So that day, I happened to cut the ginger. Happened that it chopped and then there's a quite deep cut. What do? Because it's too deep, I use the running 2.5 to rinse it. I press tissue on it, it stopped very fast. So 2.5 can close the wounds. Ideal for people with burns, skin infection, and eczema, psoriasis, acne. Okay, so if you have pimples, those trying to, before it bursts, right, you can burst it in spray and then it close very fast. The next day, 1 to 2 days later, you will see the acne already. Runny nose. You want to learn? Runny nose non-stop, right? What do I do for the past 13 years? You use a tissue, make into the stick form, get fresh 2.5, spray until it's wet, you clean. Babies, when they have runny nose, what do they do? the doctor give what? Seawater. This is better than seawater. Okay? Sore throat, you can gargle. Food poisoning, you can drink a bit. Stomach flu, you can drink a bit. Anything that's smelly, you can spray. You do cooking, right? Can I share something with you? I also do cooking. So when you clean your your chicken, your fish, your prawn, your sotong, either it's smelly or fishy. What do? Rinse a bit or more times of water, right? So what I do is, I put 11.5, 2.5 collected. I just dump in the chicken. I just clean. The fish, the sotong, the prawn, all smell gone with 2.5. I take the 11.5 for rice and vegetable, 2.5 to clean the meat. So anything that's smelly, this one works very well, 2.5. Okay? You don't have a Kangen machine, right? You have You tried before?
I only use 9.5 more.
Drinking only.
Yeah.
So you cook, you use this. When you boil your soup, you use 9.5 is different one. Sometimes we make those broth with meat, you see a puddle of oil on top if you use that water. But we use Kangen water, is small one. It breaks down the oil for your body already. Okay? So this is 2.5. This is a lab test. He say it can kill within 30 seconds. What can it kill? Salmonella E. coli. Do you all take sashimi? Who loves sashimi? Who loves oyster, raw one? So better spray first, you never know. Wait for 30 seconds, then you eat. This one kills germs within 30 seconds. 99.99%. And recently we have many COVID cases, right? You heard of it? So what if you go into a lift, somebody, achoo! What do you do? Like that. So what I do, I spray on my face. I'm not spraying on them. I protect myself first.
How effective is it between water?
4 to 5 days. How do you know whether it's effective? You smell it. When it doesn't have this strong smell, means not effective already. So this is positive, nearly 1000 millivolts. That's why it kills germs. 4 to 5 days later, it becomes positive 400 plus. It's not so effective. But 3 to 4 days, if you have food poisoning, you can drink a bit about this. You can stop the nausea effect. Okay? So this is the lab test you saw just now. It killed the germs within 10 seconds. They drew in the germs, okay? You see it's very active, like the ant run across the screen. You see that? Pew! Another one, another one. So what they do is they drip in the 2.5 fresh. The lab test report say it can kill within 30 seconds, right? In this lab test, it killed the germs within 10 seconds. So next time you go hawker center or you go food court, you know very dirty one besides the table. Sometimes the chopstick, sometimes the spoon. Let's say I'm the customer. I have runny nose. Achoo! Okay, I order, I take my things already. 10 minutes later, you come and queue. Nobody in the queue, then you take your cutlery, everything, then you eat. Dangerous, right? The table, the chair, you can spray with 2.5. Okay, so eye infection, she touches a stray cat, she wash her hand with soap, should be clean already, right? She rub her eyes, immediately swollen. So she sprayed 2.5. 1.5 hours later, she sent me this photo. Eczema, just now you saw on my leg, now it's bigger photo, before and after. Fire burn, spraying water on your wound, I think it will jump, right? Because the water is wrong. You use 2.5, it can close the wounds. Okay, 4 days later, 8 days later, he drink Kangen water to speed up the recovery. Now, this domestic helper, she washed the raw prawn barehanded without glove. After washing, her fingers turned black, itchy and painful. You know, itch and pain seldom come together, but this one happened to her. She couldn't sleep, she's crying, and my friend's helper passed her this 2.5 to spray. Few days later, she can wash her car already. So next time when you wash your prawn, use 2.5 if you don't have glove. Okay? So right now I'm going to show you beauty water. There are 4 types of beauty water. You need to know how to use it. Now, Beauty water, the lower the number, the drier is the water. So when 4.5 is lower than 6.0, you know you use it for people with oily skin. How do you know that person has oily skin? You see those people with acne, face is shiny, you use 4.5. Okay, 5.0 for people with relatively oily skin. 5.5, you saw this? Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, that's the average pH of a skin. People with dry skin, you use 6.0 to moisturize it. Okay, so for eczema, people with eczema, use 2.5 to stop the itch, 6.0 to moisturize it. And drink Kangen water. Look at this boy, before and after. And this set of toes belong to my mom. You see, 50 over years of dry skin. So the day she was at my place, I said, Mom, since you are watching TV, let me do something. I'm somebody who always like to experiment. I let her soak her feet inside this 2.5 for 5 minutes, sterilize first, soak in 6.0 for 20 minutes, 3 times in the same day. By the end of the day, look at this. So that was 13 years ago. Last weekend, I asked her again. She never come back already. Okay, in one day. So this is my plants. I took a time-lapse video. It's withering. Okay, I water with Kangen water. Within 16 minutes. 9.5. I got the GoPro, I put there. So if it can work for the plants, do you think it can work for you? Yeah, this is my Lohan fish that cost me $400. Expensive, huh? So the day when I went back, I saw, how come it looks different today? How come the head is below and then the belly on top? Then I saw it's still breathing. I said, siao liao, my $400 gone like that. So I said, I got no medicine to cure it, but how about using the antioxidants in the Kangen water to save it? So I use 8.5 pH. This fish can only take 6.5 to 7.5. So I mix 8.5 with a bit of 7.0. And I changed the whole tank because Kangen water has no chlorine. 3 hours later, I managed to save it. We know plants and fish doesn't lie, right? When the water works, it works. And people tell me that coffee and tea is water. So I asked him, the person, would you put in the whole fish tank with coffee and tea? So when it is not, it's not water. Okay, water is water. So what water does your cell bathe in? Does it matter? After seeing the presentation here today. So this commercially, this is how they use the Kangen water to make into Kangen ice. The whiskey actually tastes better. They serve them Kangen water to reduce the hangover effect. So next time, if you drink, happen to see roadblock by the police, drink more Kangen water. Okay? The dentists are using a 2.5 to sterilize the surgical equipment as well as stop the bleeding. How I know? Because my friend's hubby is a dentist in Singapore using a 2.5 in his clinic. Okay, F&B, they're using this as a secret sauce. The food actually tastes better. You know this guy used to have nose cancer. He drink the 11.5, he recovered, and then he introduced this system in his Japanese restaurant in Hong Kong. The vet are using the 2.5 to close the wound for the dogs. You know, dogs when they have this type of wound, they start to bite on it, very hard to heal. So they use a strong acidic 2.5. This is the commercial model. Okay. Now you know the benefits of Kangen water. Next time, when you see these people that need help, would you share with them? Right? So this is how we do, like in my past 13 years, that's how I share with them. Okay, so any questions so far? We are towards the end of the Kangen demo. And some of y'all want to see EmGuarde, right? Have you all seen EmGuarde demo before? Oh, you want to see this? Okay. Okay, this is tap water. This is strong Kangen water. Okay, any difference or not? Would you drink this cup? Never, right? But people who don't know, hey, just take this off. Normal, you go buffet, they serve you this. You want to try? One wouldn't die one, but taste it. Taste this first and then taste this first. The second. This is in tap water. Pass around. Let them try this first, then you try this. Later I tell you why.
It's 11.5.
Yeah. Taste it? Nah.
That's the normal stress the wash remove the pesticide.
How does it taste?
Yeah, the one with the
Less sour or sweeter or what?
sweeter.
Sweeter, right? Nah. Even though tap water cannot remove pesticides, this is a tap water with cherry tomato soaked in. This is a tap water with nothing soaked inside. Okay? Let me show you the pH test. This one just now was green color. See the difference? Without cherry tomatoes soaked inside, with cherry tomato soaked inside. Even though it cannot remove pesticide, it's telling you pesticide is mildly acidic. That's why it tastes. That one soaked in tap water tastes sour. That one soaked in strong Kangen tastes less sour or sweeter. It can actually make your food taste better. Okay? Any questions so far?
Back to the beauty water, right?
Okay.
For the K8, there is only one button for beauty water. Is it one button only?
Yeah.
So that just I mentioned the 6.5, 6, and then how to achieve that?
Okay, good question. So this is how you achieve the different type of beauty water. 6.0, you know you press the button here, 6.0.
Yes, I'm pressing.
How do you get the 4.5, 5.0, 5.5 is absent on this panel. So you press 9.5, water come up from the top hose. There's water coming out from the bottom hose. You use 14 minus 9.5, you get 4.5. You want 5.0, what do? You press 9.0, it come out from top hose. 5.0 come out from bottom hose. You want 5.5, you press 8.5. So usually what I use is 2.5, 6.0. That's all. For the face. Any question? All good? No question. Okay, so EmGuarde has many products. Recently, over the years, they have built up. Kangen machine is their core products. They also have another product that is called EmGuarde. Let me show you here. Okay. How many of you have seen this EmGuarde? 2 of you. The rest, 3. The rest, never seen before. Okay, you know what is this thing? Don't know, huh? Okay.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place of comfort, wellness, and security for your family. Today, we're using more digital and electronic devices. While they bring convenience and enjoyment, these devices also emit electromagnetic waves constantly during use. Invisible to our eyes, these electromagnetic waves affect the environment around us. As a result, we are exposed to these types of waves day in, day out. Introducing EmGuarde, a patented technology by EnAgic. When turned on, EmGuarde neutralizes the electromagnetic waves within 1 gigahertz, creating a defense zone of 8 meters. EmGuarde harmonizes the environment around you, making it safe for you and your loved ones. Simply place it wherever it's needed and plug it into a dedicated USB port, whether you're on the go, at work, or in the comfort of your home. EmGuarde is designed to integrate seamlessly in any situation. You can now enjoy the benefits of technology without worrying about any potential risks. Protect your family's health and well-being. Contact your EnAgic distributor today. EmGuarde. Change your environment, change your life.
So as the name suggests, EmGuarde is guarding you and your loved ones from the electromagnetic radiation. We know what is water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution. This one you can taste it, you can smell it, you can hear it. The latest form of pollution on Earth is called electromagnetic radiation. None of us can see it. Some of us can feel it. Majority of us cannot feel anything. Okay? So imagine when you walk into this room, you see electromagnetic radiation emitting out from your TV, your electronic gadgets in ribbon forms. Would you dare to sleep in this living room or stay long in this living room? You try to siam already, right? Right? But the crazy thing is none of us can see it in ribbon form. So these are the radiation sources. Mobile phones. How many of you have more than one mobile phone? Or one only, but you touch it most of the time, right? Okay, Wi-Fi router. Who don't have Wi-Fi router at home or in your office? You all have, right? Aircon. The multiple plugs, extension cord. Microwave oven, laptop, TV, and this one you see a lot in Malaysia. Electricity transmission tower or power lines. So when your phone rings, right, what do you do most of the time? Do you use it on speaker mode or you just put it next to your ear? Ear. That's what we do, right? So after a while, you feel the heat coming out on this side, you change to the other side. Do you know that before it's heated up, our brain cells are being fried by this electromagnetic radiation? And how many of you are drivers? Who drives? You drive. You drive. Okay? The rest are passengers. Do you know whether you are the driver or the passengers? The electromagnetic radiation coming out from the dashboard is very, very high. You're absorbing it. Okay? Recently, I tested. Even my car seat also have. Non-EV, and then you know the highest is where? Right behind the dashboard, the engine there. 3,000 over. Okay? And EV, we are sitting on battery pack. Even worse, right? You take Grab, some of them are already EVs. Okay? So kids on mobile phone, it's very hard for us as an adult to ask our children not to touch their mobile phones because we also touching. Right? This is lifestyle. Even the pets at home, the baby at home can't be spared from this electromagnetic radiation because the owners, the parents, the siblings are all using. Who does this at night before you sleep? You charge your phone. Do you put it in your living room or your bedroom? Bedroom. Yeah, I also. Okay. Little did we know that all these are affecting our sleep quality. Okay. How many of you sleep with your phone next to it? Maybe in the morning, alarm switch off already, you still put it next to you, right? Nowadays, you see more and more kids with autism and ADHD. Is there any relationship? Okay, do a simple search on Google. That was what I did. I searched for risk of electromagnetic radiation. We saw headaches, anxiety, suicide, depression, nausea, fatigue, and loss of libido. You know what is libido? Sex drive. Okay, so it's affecting us to this extent. Kids at a younger age, 5 years old and 10 years old, look at the majority of their brain are absorbing this radiation much more than adults. And this is a research done. They say spending just 17 minutes a day on your device over a 10-year period increases the risk of tumor by 60%. So every day, how many minutes do you touch your mobile phones? The time when they asked me, I say 40 minutes out of 60 minutes. So I am one of the heavy users. You see, you look at my iMac, I got iPad, I got iPhone when I do Zoom. Okay, can't run away one. Okay, and nowadays I do TikTok, even more time on the phone. So heavier cell phone users have reduced sperm counts. This is what guys usually do, right? Put in your arm, put in your hand. Sometimes your hand busy, you put in your pocket. So I used to do that. In my front pocket is iPhone. Back pocket is my Samsung phone. Until I saw this, I never put in my pocket. Okay? Even though I have an EmGuarde. So, do you see pregnant women using mobile phones Some of them even use their stomach as a put their laptop on it. Okay. You imagine, right? The baby is growing in the brain is forming, growing in the stomach, and using this next to it. Imagine you are the baby, and now I'm using my mobile phone next to your head. 3 hours. You can tahan. But the parents don't know. So now here we are creating awareness and educating them. Now, when it comes to EM radiation, there's a unit we need to know. It's called microwatt per centimeter square. From 0 to 200 is acceptable. 201 to 1000 is slightly dangerous. 1001 to 1500 is dangerous. 1500 and above is extremely dangerous. So when you stay in this yellow to red zone for long hours, what could happen? Concentration, memory, and learning problems. Sometimes your kids on mobile phone for too long, on games for playing games for too long. Later you ask them to go study, they just couldn't concentrate. You think that they have too much time on their phone. Actually, the EMF already affected their brain. And sometimes when your friend calls you, oh, later we are going to do this and that and A to Z. You say, yes, yes, yes. But by the time you put down your phone, maybe ABC you remember, the rest you cannot remember, right? It's affecting our memory issue, sleeping quality, fatigue, and all this, anxiety. So we use a radiation detector to measure. It measures the power density of electromagnetic radiation. So nowadays, you see many detectors in the market. They cannot detect when your phone is at airplane mode. This one can. Okay. Later, since I are here live today, I'm not going to use video. We do it live here. Okay. This one is the older model. It measures all the way to 1999. But you know, above 1500 is extremely dangerous. Okay. Above 1999, you see 1. This one measure all the way to 3999. Okay. Let's turn on the light. Thank you. Okay, radiation, 2 spectrum, ionizing and non-ionizing. This one includes the ultraviolet ray, X-ray, and gamma rays. Here on the left side is a non-ionizing where we are always exposed to power lines, cell phones, microwave, infrared, visible light. Okay.
This is how a typical electromagnetic radiation source works. Turn on the phone, there's a pathway, right? It affects our brain and our body. So when the EmGuarde is turned on, all right, when you have the EmGuarde, and when you turn it on, what does it do? It sends out cancellation frequency. So it breaks the pathway. At this point, energy has no pathway to travel out from its source. It's lost its pathway. So EmGuarde technology is breaking the pathway of frequency between 3 megahertz to 1000 megahertz, hence reducing the electric field intensity within its coverage range. So next we have actually an experiment. So correct, this experiment, this is based in Shenzhen. So this is a compliance testing. So this is actually a chart where you can see there's a frequency rating of 30, of 30 all the way to 1000. Okay, so this 30 megahertz until 1000 megahertz. So this is how the pathway looks like. So this is where it's actually affecting your environment. So showing results on electric field intensity, measuring from 30 to 1000 megahertz. So when the EmGuarde is turned on, this is the results after that. You would see that the pathway is actually broken. It's just individual spikes. Individual spikes.
So, do you see this iPhone 14? The time they already warned us. Apple already warned us of this. To reduce exposure to RF energy, use a hands-free option. Okay. So right now, I have my. Okay, we test who has an iPhone? iPhone user. Android user. I need 2 volunteers, 1 each. You are iPhone. Okay, Android user. Yeah, stand here. Stand here. Who uses an Android? None. Carol, your son pointing at you. Yours is Android, right? Yeah, Android user. Android user. Okay, good. Thank you. Come. Yeah, you stand here so that you're in the frame. Okay, Android here. Yeah, you stand here. Yeah, iPhone users stand here. Yeah, come see.
To turn on.
No, don't turn on first. You hold it like that. Your screen showing to the audience. Come here a bit. Okay, good. Yeah, just hold like him, Mister. Yeah. Okay. So right now, we are protected until now, until I turn off this. Okay. Who has EmGuarde turned on here? Me first, Somebody on the EmGuarde. You got no EmGuarde with you, Okay, can already. I switch to the left side. Now, look at this. What's the reading? 1700, right? Now I touch it. 2001, 1008. Okay. Then this is the Android phone. Wow, 2006, 2004. Touch the screen. Yeah, unlock your screen. 2008. Okay, you unlock the screen. Unlock the screen. Show me your home screen. 1002, 1006, 1001. What model is that?
iPhone 13.
Now you know why. Okay, this one
25.
S25, 2003. Mine is 16. Okay, 2002, 2000, 2006. 16 and 13 got difference or not? Okay, unlock the screen. 2006. Okay, let's play back YouTube video.
YouTube video.
Yeah. Okay, YouTube video ready? Okay, I test your YouTube video. 2007, 2008. Your arm, you stretch out your arm. 2007, 2002, 2003, 900, 500, 400. Put in your pocket. 2007, 2009, you want to put in your pocket anymore? Okay. 2006, 2007, put in your pocket. 2003, 2004, 2008, 2007. Okay. Now, you hold this. You hold this for me.
Okay.
Yeah, put your phone, turn on. So let me turn on the EmGuarde. Show them, come forward. Show them show the camera to them. I'll show it to the camera here. Okay.
Right.
What's the reading?
2006, 2005, 2007.
Okay, let me on the EmGuarde. What's the reading?
40.
Come.
Now you turn on already. You turn on.
Turn on. Okay, your turn. Your YouTube video. What's the reading? Oh, I haven't turned off. 2004. Okay, now I turn on. Okay. This one, you know why here is beeping a bit? Let me show you why. Now, this whole room, you are in. Thank you. Yeah. So this room is a microwave oven. You know why? I show you. What's the reading here? 2009. Quite high, Okay, I show you the iMac. 1000, 1004, 1009, 1006, 2003. Here, 600. This one is power off. Here, power on. 1005, 1009. Here, 1005, 1006. The standalone aircon, look at here. 2004, 2006. Okay, CCTV.
Okay.
2006, 2003. Enough. My keyboard. 2009, 2008. Bluetooth. My Apple Watch. 2006, 2007. That's right. Now you know why I carry this. How to wear. Now you know why I turn on this. Everywhere I go. Okay. This one covers 4 meter in radius, 8 meter in diameter, spherical. Now we are at 25th floor, means 26th and 24th, they are benefiting from it. It travels across the wall. The only place it cannot travel is the mirror as well as metal surfaces. Some kitchen design, they have the metal surfaces, it can't travel. So how many of you stay in condo? Okay, how many of you have concealed cable at home? Concealed cable. You know, concealed cable is hidden in your wall. Your wall is the radiation source also. So the day I measure one at the High Park residences, no matter where I go, all the walls have high EMF. Then what's making it worse is every room they have one Wi-Fi booster. So he bought 4 units of EmGuarde, and one EmGuarde can only cover a small area because the whole room is, every room is high EMF. Yeah. Yours is iPhone 13, right? So France hot iPhone 12 sales that time. Okay. So Wi-Fi router.
Have you ever wondered how much EMF or electronic magnetic radiation is emitting from your modem and Wi-Fi router? Let's test with this radiation detector RD9000. The moment it exceeds 1999 microwatt per centimeter square, you see the value 1. Crazy, right? So this is the EmGuarde by EmGuarde, an environment harmonizer. It cancels out the radiation from these electronic devices. So let's power on and see what happened. Immediately, it cancels out the radiation. So who uses a modem and Wi-Fi router in their house or even offices? That is your potential market.
Okay. So you all have Wi-Fi at home, right? Okay, you need to cut short a bit because let me show you this. So in 2011, World Health Organization already classified these radio frequency electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans based on an increased risk for glioma, which is a malignant type of brain cancer. Okay, and this Dr. Megha Havers, she is a renowned expert in the field of electromagnetic radiation. She did a test on herself. Before touching the computers and the cellular phones, her red blood cells looks like that. This was done 10 over years ago. That's why you see the computer and the cellular phone are pretty old-fashioned. So before touching this, right, her red blood cells are spaced out. But when she touched her computers for 70 minutes, her red blood cells stacked together like this, like coins. 10 minutes on her mobile phone is even worse. This is called rouleau formation, which is a French word. And symptoms of rouleau formation is poor circulation, low oxygen transport, reduced face removal, headache, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, numbness, and tingling effect. So you see this Dr. Otto Heinrich Robert again, right? He said, acidosis, just now you saw your body being too acidic, drink Kangen water. Hypoxia means lack of oxygen. He said, deprive a cell of 35% of its oxygen for 48 hours, it may become cancerous. Okay. Let me show you this very important one. This is a coverage you just mentioned, 4 meter in radius, 8 meter in diameter. So, a household of 4-room flat in Singapore, how many units of EmGuarde do you need? Let's say it's a 12 meter by 9 meter. You know that it covers 8 meter in radius, right? In diameter. So 1 in living room, 1 in the master bedroom, 1 in kitchen. So maybe this person has a lots of monitor or CCTV in his office. He may need another 2 more, 1 more in the car. Totally, easily, they need 6. So this EmGuarde received patent. He said before touching the phone, the blood circulation is 6.13 centimeter per second. When he touches the phone, the blood flow, microcirculation dropped to 2.55. Is this about 60% lesser? So when they turn on the EmGuarde, it goes to 20.1, 29.9, and 35.5 centimeter per second. Is it increased by 6 times? This is the patent they received. This lady, we did a test here. She says she got no numbness, no tingling effects. So the day I asked her to sit down, I said, put your phone under your palm, turn on the YouTube.
Right now we are testing the microcirculation with the EmGuarde power off and on. Look at the subject here. Her palm is on the YouTube video being playback, and how much EM radiation emitting from the phone and affecting the microcirculation we can test with this detector. So the range is about 2000 to 2003. Okay, maybe here, very high, right? 2007, 2009. So look at the microcirculation here, is pretty low. And right now we are going to power on this EmGuarde. Very fast, it cancels out the EM radiation.
See the difference?
And let's wait for a while. You see the microcirculation start to improve pretty fast, right? Wow. Did you see that?
Yes.
Very obvious, huh?
So would you agree that when you don't see it, don't feel it, it doesn't mean that your body is not affected by it, right?
So this is how EmGuarde works. It improves.
So these are the people who have benefited from this EmGuarde, and they all have better sleep when they turn on the EmGuarde. So like my case, last time, I thought I have no sleeping issue. I wake up in the middle of the night, 5 a.m. I look at the clock, okay, I can go back to sleep. 7 a.m. I can go back to sleep. I think I'm okay. Until I have my EmGuarde, I sleep throughout the whole night like a baby. I still have my phone charging in my room. I have my power bank sometimes. I have my Apple Watch on my wrist. I need to trace how's my sleep quality. So now I turn on the EmGuarde lor. I have the mat which is called far infrared. I sleep on it. You know how high is that radiation? I didn't know until I tested it. So now I turn on the EmGuarde. Okay. Any questions so far?
Is there a pocket size EmGuarde?
Don't.
Let's say you're going to move around.
Right now, there's only one size, and people want a smaller size, means cover smaller. They say one cover bigger, then this one will be bigger. Right now, the company only have one size. Yeah, so that's how I put in my pouch everywhere I go. So, you know, my car is a Volkswagen, non-EV. Recently, I did a lot of tests with this detector. You know what? I don't even need to test my dashboard. I just put in the air. It's 2000 plus. In the air. How did I know, right? The day I see in my car, I want to test my AirPod. I bring it out, it's like beep, 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 beep. I put like that, also beep, 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 beep. The whole car is full of radiation, non-EV. My car seat also. Is that crazy? Okay, so for those of you who would love to buy and care for yourself, 5 years warranty, lasts you 15-20 years, and then EmGuarde is a 1 year warranty, lasts you 5 years minimum. After 5 years, it covers smaller, you can use in your car and the study room. And right now they have 24 months interest-free installment, $90 per month. Okay, if you have OCBC or StanChart card. This one, even better. Okay, they have up to 36 months with the StanChart card, $189 per month. Okay, so who think this is too expensive? Be honest, it's okay. It's expensive, right? I have to admit.
So the EmGuarde, does it come with a detector?
No, detector is 440, and right now they don't have much unit left, less than 10 only, I think. Okay, so 13 years ago, I bought this. To me, it's expensive. It's high ticket price. Not really expensive. To me, I see value. Whenever I buy something, I see why is it priced at this price? Must be something. Okay, so I bought to invest in my health. Half of it for my health, half of it in terms of the business. Let me try and work on this business. Who knows, 2 months later, I own this for free already. Okay, and then I work on this business when I started seeing people benefiting from it. And do you want to own this for free? Once you sign up, become distributor, the company will award you when you refer people and people buy from you, when you share this true health with them. Can I share the business compensation plan with you? You see how you can do it? Okay. So this is the business compensation plan. You want to turn off the light? Can? Thank you.
For that, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why do you tell us about the Kangen?
Kangen what?
Yeah, the small box.
The small box. Oh, that one Kangen Air. Kangen Air is in short, it what do you call that? It kills the germs and bacteria in the air. Remove the odor in the air. So it's a new product, newer than EmGuarde, but today we don't have a chance to show you. It can remove all those bad smell, like including durians, tobacco smell, cigarette smell, garbage smell. I tried it before. Okay, that one is an awesome product, but today we can't. We don't have much time to show you. Okay, let me show you the compensation plan. As long as you own one of the product by this company, you can be sign up as distributor with a $15 more, 15. Okay, because the company wants us to use it and share the benefits of it from our heart. So imagine I didn't use Kangen machine or EmGuarde before. I share with you have all these things. Would you believe me? Compared to somebody who have used it for 13 years, right? So this is what the company wants, and no money qualification for this. No stocking needed, so you don't have to come out money to buy stock from the company and resell. You just need to help to process the order. Even though your friend wants to buy 10 or 20 units of EmGuarde or Kangen machine for their restaurant use, you don't need to fork out any cash. No annual renewal for this license, so you have a lifetime to build this business. Do you think you can make 6,008 in your lifetime? Okay, make it easier. You think my sharing today helps you to understand the water better or Kangen water better? So next time when I have a presentation, can you invite your friends to see, right? So you tap on other people's expertise. International sponsoring, there are 43 branches in 26 countries to support you in this business. So for countries, let's say in Myanmar, they have no offices there, Enagic Thailand will take care of it. So that they'll take care of the shipping and everything. You don't have to physically travel there to do it. So every product, so the company has already allocated a lump sum to give out to the distributors, and they divide into 8 parts. Okay, it's not those MLM whereby you use 1 point to become how many points and then convert. Okay, they just represent a certain amount of money to you because of their different price tiers. So before that, let's get familiar with these 3 terms. Direct sales and indirect sales is going to form your group sales. Because this is a direct selling model, these 3 terms is going to become your foundation of your business. Okay, just like all these, they have business center in different countries. So the companies give out commission and bonuses, but today we are not going to cover this. I'll just show you the 8-point commission. 13 years ago, just based on this 8-point commission, it really changes my life physically and financially. Let me show you. So when you have your first 2 direct sales, your rank is 1A. A stands for agent, you get 1 point commission. When you have 3rd direct sales, your rank is 2A, you get 2 points commission. When you have 10 group sales means direct plus indirect. Okay, total you have 10. You do 1 more direct sale, you rank up to 3A. Your rank is 3A now, you get 3 point commission. Later I'm going to show you the chart. 20 plus 1, 20 group sales plus 1 direct sales, your rank is 4A, 4 points. 50 plus 1, 5A, 5 points. 100 plus 1, 6A, 6 points. So, example today, how many of you are interested in EmGuarde? Okay, if you're interested to start this business with EmGuarde, okay, you can become distributor. But if you start with K8, right, this is what you will get. Let's say Alan is interested in this business and want to work on this business as well as get the product for free. He bought the license and he's your 1A, you get $430 when Alan buy a K8. under you. Okay, and Alan started working on this business. This team bought from Alan, you will still get $430 Singapore dollars. So whether direct or indirect, you still get paid the same. Similarly, for all these people here, these are the money due to you. Okay, we didn't talk about them first. Let's say you only have Alan. You don't have these people here. You have Ben as your second buyer, and right now Ben is just an user. Ben will fill up your second 1A. Okay, maybe one day he will work on this business. This 1A is your basic foundation of your business. You get 1 point commission. After this, your third direct sale will promote you to the rank of 2A. You get 2 point commission. So 1A, 1 point is 430. 2A, 2 points will be $860. Okay. Now, right now you have Alan, Ben, Kat, 3 direct sales, 3 indirect sales. Total you have 6, right? Just now we mentioned you want to go higher rank, you need to have 10. Right now you only have 6. So when Cass comes in as your direct sales, she will still be in your 2A line, you still get 2 point commission. Okay? And Cass came in because she saw the potential and immediately she got 3 sales. Okay? Because all these people are in your 2A line, you still get 2 point commission, even though they are your indirect. Right now, you got 4 direct, 6 indirect. How many do you have in total? 10, right? And after 10 group sales, Dawn will be the one to help you to rank up to 3A. When you do a direct sale to Dawn, you will get 3 points commission, which is 1,290. Do you know that even before you hit 3A, your investment in this machine is free already? Okay? And you don't need to sell all 10. What you need is to have a team to help you to sell. Look for people who are good at selling, not you good at selling. That's the trick of this. And then when this Amy start to work on this business, you know this person is in your 2A line, all your commission will be 2 points. Because it's a direct selling model, the company awards the person who do direct sale first. Is it fair? So 13 years ago when I saw this business model, I think it's fair because if I work harder, I get paid more. It's different from those MLM whereby you work harder, your upline get the money first. Okay, so let's say Dai did his first direct sale to Eve. The company will pay Dai 1 point commission, first one. Then how much will Bob get? Because Dai is in the 2A line of Bob, Bob will get 2 points. Amy also will get 2 points. Cass also will get 2 points. One sales, the company give out 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left 1 point for you. Even though this one is in your 2A line. They count from bottom up. Okay? Now, this sales, you also get 1 point. Right now, Dai did his third direct sales. Dai will get 2 point commission, right? Bob, 2 points. Amy, 2 points. Cash, 2 points. 2, 4, 6, 8. All the points are given out. You get 0 point commission. You will, right? How to make from his effort? You need to go to 6A fast. Okay? It's not the end of the world yet. The company doesn't want us to sit on this and do nothing because it's a direct selling model. So you help people who, whether they need money or whether they need help. And this company gives you both. So when you have 20, 5 direct and 15 indirect, you got 20 already. You do one more direct sale to Elsa, you rank up to 4A, you get 4 points commission, $1,710. Good income. Okay, I used to have this person like that, 3 direct sales, I got 6,008. It can be that easy. Okay, when you have 50 group sales, these sales of to Faith will rank you up to 5A, you get 5 point commission, which is $2,150. It means that, wow, this is a superstar, right? In fact, all of them are your team member that can potentially become superstar. They don't need to be your direct, they can be your indirect. Okay, so you keep on building this, the company gives you the lifetime to build on this business. The beautiful thing is, whatever you build, you can pass on to your next generation. Okay, when you have 100 group sales, your next direct sale will promote you to the rank of 6A. You get 6-point commission which is 2,580. So from here onwards, right, all your direct sales will be 6A, 6A, 6A. The company doesn't limit on how wide you can go. So in these 13 years, right, I have about 100 odd direct sales. I have about 2,000 over indirect sales. So if I'm going to do all direct sales on my own, it's going to take me another 200 years. All right. So what you want is to help your team member to build this business as a team. Let's say this Gary happens to run a restaurant and he needs 9 more Kangen machines. Every sales of this, you get 6 points, right? You get $25,800. There are people who actually need so many Kangen machines. From all my past experience, I saw that some of them already bought 6 EmGuarde, 6 EmGuarde. That person, money is no issue to her, but she just wants health. So in Singapore, there are such buyers. Okay? So, yeah. Any questions so far? That's the compensation plan for 8 points. I think it's a bit too much for you all to absorb today, right? So if you need time to discuss with your inviters, talk to them and see how we can help you to get started, whether you like the product or like the business. Okay, so would you agree that health is very important in Singapore? Money is even more important. No money, no talk, right? But when you have no health, even money sometimes also cannot help you, right? You know that our health doesn't stand still. Okay, like today, today is what, 21st of May 2025. That's your health status, like that. If nothing is changed, 10 years later, 2035, what will happen to you? Cannot imagine. Reverse it. 10 years ago, 2015, is your health better than today? Definitely better than today, right? So if nothing going to change, 10 years later, that's a trend going down. So what you want to do is do something to do today so that your future self will thank you for, right? So imagine 13 years ago, I didn't make a decision to change my life physically and financially. You think today, how will I look like? Maybe lots of medicine in my pocket, not lots of money, right? But while sharing this business, health business to people, the company also at the same time giving you the financial health. So this is a business that I see that can combine the health and wealth together for you and guilt-free business, because you know, sometimes when we work on this business, right, it's not always about money. Sometimes you can change people's diet, some people's lifestyle just by doing some demo. You know, there's a pet shop in Serangoon North called Pet Mart. You all heard of him? Don't have? Okay. The mother said cannot drink plain water. If not, she will have goosebumps, the hair all standing. So I did. So she always need to drink sugar drinks. So I do just now the pH test, the soda drink. I pour a lot of Kangen water inside. After that, she said, "Oh, from today onwards, I don't want to take sugar drinks anymore. I only drink Kangen water." Really, until today, about 9 years already, she has been drinking Kangen water. So this is one of the beautiful thing about this business. You can help people to change their health to a better one. Not talking about money alone, right? Sometimes you have friends, kids, keep on drinking soda drink or isotonic drink. This is what you can do. Just do a simple test or bring them here. Let them see it and let them decide for themselves. Even like EmGuarde, they cannot get their hands off the phone. What can you do? Okay, so whether they like it or not, you just turn this on. As long as you are in this circumference, you're protected. And then this company has many other products. You still have the Wukong turmeric. Okay, they still have the Kangen Air. They have the EmGuarde DX. So you saw my face last time was quite bloated. In fact, there's an inflammation inside my body. I've been taking Wukon turmeric for 12 years. Not only Kangen water. So when you become distributor, you work on this business, you can own this product for free. When you have a lot of you have iPhone, right? When you buy your iPhone, you can only become user. You cannot become distributors. 2 years later, your plan is due for renewal. You can change another one, right? It doesn't give you any return. It's just expenses, even though it helps you in terms of work or entertainment. But this one is going to protect your families 15 to 20 years down the road, right? So give it a deep thought, okay? And I hope to see you all soon in this Kangen family. Okay, with that, I end my presentation. Okay, thank you everyone. Welcome.